like so. So this Gradle time running on the internet, like so. I'm running the slideshow, and then we see this Gradle time streaming video playing on a slide. So this could be the security IP camera of your back door, and you can watch this on your slides. Optionally, we can show a text or a picture overlay on top of the video output. To add a text overlay, we check the text overlay option and we type a text. Or maybe we don't want to use a text, but we want to use a picture. Then we go to use image overlay. We browse to the image that we want to show. We can change some properties. And we click OK. Now we can run the slideshow. And we will see that the logo or image is placed on top of the webcam output. Find out more about VideoPoint at presentationpoint.com.
Okay, yes, I'm going to get started, and I want to introduce Richard as well. Before we start, a couple of housekeeping issues. Ask questions in the chat. It's the best way to do it with this many people. If everybody tried to speak, we would just talk over everybody. So please ask.
You can manage your team's work easily with Monday.com. Just go to Monday.com and start tracking any project or workflow in minutes. Break your project down into tasks, assign them to your team, and plan it out on a visual timeline. Simply drag and drop to make the perfect project or workflow that works for you. Now your team can focus on their work with all your communication happening in context. You can connect Monday.com to the
Due to changes in Microsoft Office, it's no longer possible to copy and paste a video's embed code into PowerPoint 2007.
Hello everyone, easy. I'll watch this video, please do the video, and then now from here, come up on the right hand side. I've made a PowerPoint here. I'll hit create, right, and click on video. And to paste a code in here, this paste. All right, so once that's done, I want you to click this little arrow right here. Now, it may take a quick second to embed your video. Just be patient. As you can see, it says PowerPoint is inserting media down here at the bottom. And then once it's inserted, we'll do a couple more things. We'll preview it to see if it's working okay, and then I'll let you loose. Okay, so here is the video. Now there's circles around it, and you can resize it to wherever you want. You can hold your mouse in and drag it to wherever you want, or you can make it bigger. Okay, so our video is here. Now we're going to preview the PowerPoint slide. We're just going to go down here and hit slideshow. Give it a second. Video is going to load. So all you need to do is when you are presenting your slideshow that has a video in it, just hit the play.
Hey, what's up, guys? DJ Lefebvre Applications. PowerPoint open. This could. So we're not going to make this look as pretty as it possibly shapes that I always do. Okay, so we have our outline right now, and the one thing that we're going to do because this is going to crop out the outside edges of that there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it some contour. So I go up here, click on the shape in your. You got a little contrast it. Exactly the same. Here, move the screen grab of that didn't. And we have a transparent logo that I've already. And what we're going to do is copy, bring it on down here, 13 point. Click on that green. And now all of our, put it in my tutorial bucket plugin that you can get some functionality. Click the drop down button and activate it. And now it is activated. Now I'm going to click the gearbox to bring up Telemedia, clicking the video button. Step 1 is to go to your media. And now we're going to add a media box right here with your layout. Now this feature means that you could potentially have multiple overlays as long as your background. Now we have, you see our overlay. And you'll notice on the right hand side here of the media that, or of the layout, that media is up top, then carousel, then camera. That is the order that things are going to be presented because I'm also recording this on the other side. The layout bar, you can resize your camera. And then you can move it around, and now the size and shape of however your box is doesn't matter. You see how there's a nice little overlay there? We've got no issues going on whatsoever with any cropping or anything like that. I am now fit inside of this box, which is pretty sweet. Now we can move over to Televisuals to get your video feed. So now I'm going to do the drop down again, open up Televisuals, and click the settings box, bring Televisuals on over here. So now we have a blank screen for Televisuals. Make this a little bit bigger so y'all can see. Okay, so we want to fit a panel on the screen. Now when I move this around, you'll notice it's going behind my overlay, right? So it's behind my overlay. So now the size the way that you want it to be. Right now, again, 16.9 is the aspect ratio that we're going to. And so let's go and throw it in. And bam, it's one of the videos that I had made right there. So now it's going to show up right now of how you would get a video in there and then how you would get a picture over here. Now say you wanted to get chat from your screen also on your screen here. That's as simple as opening up Screen Grab and then opening up the settings for Screen Grab, which are going to be right over here. Click on Show Source, which now I have a source coming in. So up here, and just to make sure I get the 16.9, and for the fill shape. And what's good about one thing that we're ratio. So this is your standard HD display, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. It's all going to look like this, and that's really helpful. So the first thing we do is we're going to insert a shape. Let's get a shape. So the first shape we're going to do is just a rectangle, and we start at the top over here, and we'll drag it over there. Now the first thing with shapes that I always do is they automatically have an outline to them, and I don't want an outline. I want a smooth border. So I go to shape outline right here, drop down, and I go no outline. So now my shape has no outline, and you'll see in the sizing right here, 7.5 inches by 13.33 in an outline. I want a smooth border. So I go to shape outline right here, drop down, and I go no outline. So now my shape has no outline, and you'll see in the sizing right here, 7.5 inches by 13.33 inches. That is your standard 16:9 frame right there. Okay, so we have our outline right now, and the one thing that we're going to do with this shape is we're going to give it just a gradient fill, give it a little bit of texture right there, find one that goes north to south or east to west. I like north to south. There we go. So it's nice light blue up top and then getting darker at the bottom. Okay, so we now have our background. Now, what we need to do is fill in our shapes for our video feed and for our camera feed, right? So to do that, we're going to insert another shape. And what's good about doing an overlay is it doesn't really matter what size your video or your feed is going to be, because this is going to crop out the outside edges of that. So for this particular case, we're going to put the host up here in this corner. And we're going to guesstimate what that is going to look like. Still, this is the part that's important. Give it a color that you're not going to be using in your overall design, and that'll come into play in the next phase of this step. So there we go. We're going to do green right there. Green's going to pop nice and easy. So we've got a little contrast with the outside right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it some contour. So I go up here, click on the shape, this one that is made, copy to the screen, and then go to the bottom corner and hold the shift key. And the same thing, I'll go up here, and just to make sure I get in, that's going to keep the perspective as it right over here. Possible fit more is to be static the perspective, and we can also add another logo of if you want to write space, the drop down button for new slide, and do blank slide. Go back to your previous slide, click into the slide, Control A to select all, and then right click, copy, bring it on down here, and then paste as a picture. Paste as a picture. And right now when we go to format, we check our shape, 7.5, 13.33. That means our shape is all good. Now the trick of this is, now that it's a picture, there's a cool trick in PowerPoint. You click on color, and then you click on set transparent color, and then you just click on that green. And now all of our green has gone away, and we have a transparent fill, which makes this a true overlay. So now I've got everything I want right there in a simple high level, and then we're going to save it as a picture. We're going to put it in my tutorial bucket that I created for a picture. Now I click on color, and then you click on set transparent color, and then you just click on that green. And now all of our green has gone away, and we have a transfill, and then we're going to save it as a picture. Specific thing, a picture. I'm going to show you how to bring that up into Telemedia, which is a plugin that you can get some functionality for free, but you can also get a lot of functionality if you pay the $40 to Don, and you're going to click the and I already had it open, so we got to click it again. There we go. So now it's open right there. Now to see what you're working on while you're doing it, box go. There it is, right down there. Perfect. Okay, so here with your layout. Now this feature means that you could potentially have multiple overlays as long as your background stuff stays static. Sure, the aspect overlay. And you'll notice on the right hand side here of the media, that's up top, start, stop, start,
Okay,
stop.
so this is pulling that. super delay. I can't do this.